Hello, my name is Rob Witt. I'm restarting this YouTube channel to document some of the things that I've learned over the years. I've lived in multiple countries. I currently live in the US and the state of Florida. I have managed teams of up to 120 people, some of them volunteer teams, which are even more difficult to manage because, when you're paying someone, you have some leverage over what they do and the schedule and so forth, keeping them there. When you're managing volunteers, the only thing you really have to manage them by is your leadership ability and maintaining their sense of purpose. So over the years, I've worked with numerous entrepreneurs. I've worked with numerous nationalities of people, learning how to deal with ESL people. My English is decent as a native speaker. My foreign languages are pretty standardly abysmal, as us Americans, generally speaking, don't bother to learn many languages, but I have learned some tips and tricks and things to be able to get along with people as best as possible. I'll give you one real quick tip. It helps to learn at least a few words in the language, and it really helps to build a lot more of a sense of shared understanding and community, and then you can kind of figure out how to get by. But that could be a whole different video. But anyway, I just want to kind of restart this YouTube channel to document some of these things. I've been asked numerous questions over the years, and I thought I could put my information all in one place. Specifically the subjects of leadership and management. I do have 2 kids now. My wife just gave birth to our second child a couple days ago. So I wanted to put these things together. Again, currently I work at as an employee in an Inc. 500, I guess 5,000, Inc. 5,000 winning company 4 years in a row. As a manager, and I've learned many things by working with some of the top entrepreneurs in the country, and learning how to deal with these kind of people and how to be successful within that environment. As someone who has owned his own businesses, has worked in almost every aspect of a business. I've worked in HR, I've worked as an executive, as a manager, as a founder in small companies, as a member of very large organizations in different capacities, in sort of new areas or starting new activities from the ground up in marketing and sales, in establishment and organization, building org charts and those kind of things. I worked in many different areas of life. So having such a broad experience, a broad depth of experience in many different areas, and being forced to figure out the practical and useful data. How do I take some basic concepts and how do I figure out a way to actually make this useful so I can solve this problem? Because I'm in some crazy area with very limited resources, and I need to figure out what is the most workable system that I can. And so over the years, I've sort of honed a variety of different systems and methods down into what I find is actually usable and actually practical. I'm not necessarily interested in sharing just philosophy or things that are interesting to think about, although I do enjoy that sometimes, but that's not really what I'm intending to share here on this channel. We'll see, maybe if some videos like that will slip in and we'll see how people like them. But my main goal was to kind of share the things that I found are actually useful. So I've read, numerous books on leadership, and it gets very sort of airy-fairy and feelings and all this kind of stuff. And I find that is sometimes a bit inspirational, but not really very useful. So I wanted to sort of address that and fix that. And, people maybe not even understand the theory behind why things work, but if they know what to do, they can get the desired outcome, and especially when we're starting a new activity or when we're managing a very, very large company or a large organization and we have very limited time because of the demands on our time. The bigger the organization gets, more often the more pressing the problems are that we're trying to solve, at least from my experience. So we need solutions that can actually be useful and that the average person can apply without having to, go through large leadership classes and management training and all those kinds of things. So that's a lot of what I would be intending to share here. So if that's interesting to you, I hope it provides something that can help you in your life, can help you to accomplish your goals. And if you do, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. You know how it goes. And I'll be posting these at least weekly from now on. So I'll see you around.